Good evening, this is Kathy Opperman, and I'm here with Dr. Donna Funk, and we are here at the Empowering You Center for tonight's topic, which is the mind-body connection and stress management. And we hope to be giving you lots of tips tonight that will help you to de-stress and relax a little and maybe understand some techniques that you can partake in that will help you to manage the stress in your life and both the things that go on in your head with your thoughts and how you hold that tension in your body. So welcome, Dr. Donna.
Thank you, Kathy.
Donna has been my chiropractor for, I think it's almost 10 years. I was trying to figure it out.
It has been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And I had chiropractic care before, but when Dr. Donna was recommended to me, I don't have, let me just say this, I don't have any lower back problems, sciatica, any of that. I started to go to a chiropractor to keep my immune system strong. I don't necessarily have a condition, but I do it more for prevention. And what I've noticed is the minute I do pull a muscle or something, I call her and just put it right back where it belongs. So the first time that I went to see Dr. Donna, I knew that she was different because of the way that she started to touch my shoulders and to feel the tenseness. And she said, "Oh, this is the family side." And I don't know if I have that right. Is that the right side, the family side?
The left side is the family side, the right side is the job side.
The job side. And I was like, how does she know I have stress in my job? And immediately I knew that I wanted to be on a quest for the mind-body connection, and that started with seeing Dr. Donna quite some time ago. So can you talk about that with the manifestation of the thoughts, the right side, the left side? Let's just chat about that. Let's talk first. I'm going to back up. You do a different type of chiropractic care.
Yes. What I do is called network chiropractic, and network is a low force technique. It's based on putting the least amount of force in to create a change. And it works with the mind-body connection through working on the meninges. The meninges are almost like a candy wrapper or a saran wrap covering that goes over your brain inside your skull, and it goes over your spine inside your vertebrae.
We have our spine
I
here.
just happen to have a little spine right
So
here.
where do they go?
So it's inside the vertebrae here, and this is just the base of the occiput, the back of the skull here, but it's over your brain and then inside the vertebrae. And the meninges get twisted up when we have emotional stress that exceeds our body's limits. So if you've ever felt stressed, you know that feeling when you're stressed out and you have that twisted up feeling. It's actually why people shrink as they get older, that they have this twist in their meninges.
Because of holding on to tension, do you mean?
Yeah, it's
And
when
so
the body
if the
holds
spine,
onto
if we
the
turn
tension.
it this way, just so we can get a better look there with the camera. So when you're saying twisting, it can go side to side, it can go
It's
anyway?
actually inside the vertebrae. If you picture a candy wrapper, twist it up.
Inside
the vertebrae.
there. That's where your spinal cord is,
Yes,
right?
it's right on top of the spinal cord.
The meninges are on top of the
Yes.
spinal cord? Okay, and that's what gets twisted when the tension, stress
Correct.
pulls on it? Okay, and so what do you do to change that?
Well, initially the contacts are very gentle. People say it's almost like melting into the table when you get adjusted. You just lay there.
Yes, it is.
And
I can tell you that.
And I work on the spine, using my hands, using just light force to help the body to untwist and to show it where the right spot is. As you lay there at the end of the adjustment, I use a little instrument. This is called the oops, sorry.
That's okay. You can fix that later.
This is called the arthrostim, and the arthrostim works with resonance. It does the same thing as the more forceful, for lack of a better word, crack crunch adjustments. And it taps. I don't know if you can hear that right now, but the instrument vibrates or resonates with the healing vibration, and it allows me to use a gentle force to very specifically align the vertebrae. Actually, any joint in the body that's misaligned could be worked on with the arthrostim. And the other beautiful thing about the arthrostim that you don't find with the crack crunch type of adjustment is you can adjust the person in whatever position created the tension. So if a person is, say, a golfer or a baseball player, or
So they're
they're
doing
on
a lot
the
of,
computer,
they're doing a lot
yeah,
with baseball.
or they were out raking leaves like I was today, and this created the twist in their spine, you can adjust the person using that instrument in the position that it created that tension to help on.
So you kind of have them sit there and say, get into that position.
Yes.
Like I've said to you, I can't seem, my arms are really tight here like they are right now
Yes.
from yoga, from holding
yoga.
positions.
So I have her hold the yoga position and I adjust her as she's moving, and it releases the tension with the movement.
So some people are used to, as I was, going to a chiropractor who I would just lay on the table and crack, crack, and then boom, 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 down my back, and I was done. The difference with network chiropractic, is it a treatment? Do we say treatment, therapy? Adjustment is that it could be, up to 20 or 30 minutes where you lay face down on the table, and it's not just the neck that you work on. I mean, you go down my spine. What's very interesting about Dr. Donna is I may be laying there and saying, wow, the back of my left thigh feels a little tight, and all of a sudden she'll go right to that spot. Like she kind of knows, and you say you kind of sense it from somebody's body just looking at the way it's laying. We're laying there and aligned, and you kind of like, oh, that needs it. So we're thinking it, and you're going right to that spot.
I don't know that I'm necessarily picking up what you're thinking of, but as I'm looking at the person on the table, I'm viewing their body as a whole. So if there's a twist coming from, a certain spot, I look at everything and I go to wherever the body needs it.
So I'm going to turn around here and show. So if I was laying on the table, this is kind of what a network chiropractic adjustment is. Let me try to move my hair around so somebody can see. Can you describe to our audience what actually you're feeling for as you're doing this?
Now, the interesting thing about network is that in working with the mind-body connection, each vertebral level has a different emotional component. So depending on which vertebra is out of alignment, it actually, people sometimes say that it's like getting a psychic reading because I could read the body. So Kathy has the worry about the future spot. Her atlas vertebra is a little out of alignment.
When you say it's out of alignment, what are you feeling?
It's a little rotated on the right here.
Okay.
Your axis vertebra, that's the thinking, planning, and analyzing spot, is a little bit out of alignment on the left.
Does that mean I'm doing a lot of thinking and analyzing?
You must
Which
be.
I am.
Yes.
But it's manifesting in what you're feeling, which is just it's hard to get a grasp of what you're saying. That
the vertebra is twisted out of alignment.
It's twisted because of what I've been thinking and analyzing.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what we're talking about, the mind-body connection.
And it's structurally misaligned too, so, the vertebra is out of alignment. Your meninges are tight, but also you have a vertebra that's twisted out of alignment right there. As we go further down the shoulders, emotionally are the responsibilities, and Kathy's got quite a bit of responsibility on her. She wears many hats.
Yeah, I do.
And so she's got the responsibilities both on the right side. The right side of the body is the job side. It's the masculine side of the body. The left side is the female side, and it's the family side. So she's got responsibilities on both sides.
And you know that because you feel it out of alignment or tight?
Yeah, you have a lot of tension there.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit in the immune system and headache spot.
I did have a headache today. I did.
Going further down the spine, this is the moving forward spot, and then the shoulds and the identity.
Shoulds and the identity in the lower back?
In the lower back.
Okay. And so when you're doing that, so then you would do, and even though I'm back to, because I took a little break, I'm back to going every week, it's really what's ever going on in your life is just going to represent in that area. Now, so let's talk about the mind-body connection. If I didn't see you, if I didn't do yoga, if I didn't do meditation, what's going to start happening to my body because of the daily stress that we're all under?
I always think of stress like layers of an onion. So you've got these layers and peels of stress that build up, and if you don't do anything about it, you start to shrink up, you start to get tight, there's many different things that happen from stress. You don't sleep as well, you can have digestive issues, there's a variety of things that happen to a person physically from stress, but through getting adjusted regularly, and sometimes people have said, I don't want to go see a chiropractor because then I think I'm going to have to do that all the time. And that's it. I think of it like going to the dentist. If you were to never go to the dentist and you go one time and all of a sudden your teeth are sparkling clean and you can feel the difference between what it feels like to have sparkling clean teeth and what it felt like to have moss growing on your teeth, you can make the choice, do I ever want to go back to the dentist and keep that? Or do I want to grow some moss again? And that's the way it is with getting adjusted. You feel the difference. It might not be in one visit, but you feel the difference in your body and in the quality of life and how free and flexible your spine is. And you can choose how often you want to come in and how much you want to feel like that.
And it seems that in recent years, people have been more open to chiropractic care and understanding how it works with the immune system. Let's talk about that. How does keeping your spine aligned, keeping your meninges, where they need to be, how does that work to strengthen your immune system?
Well, if your body's not in alignment, then things start to break down. And in chiropractic, we call it the garden hose theory. So if you were to have a hose with the water turned on full force, and there's a kink in the hose, the full force of the water will not come out. So by having a blockage in the spine, you're not getting the communication between the brain and the body. And by getting adjusted, it gives you back the full possibility of having the communication between your brain and your body and your full chance to be healthy.
So you keep your immune system strong by keeping everything flowing nice and easy. I mean, we've got spinal fluid that flows there.
Yes.
We've got blood flow that flows. My understanding is the more tension that you keep in muscles, and if you don't handle that,